A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. In this session, I'm going to be talking about a divine feminine who is extremely healed, extremely as in earlier, maybe she wasn't. And she is a very beautiful and attractive woman. She has long, straight hair and she's a center of attention, but she has a really, like, she has created her own ecosystem around her where she is like the, like the queen or the most important person. She's under the spotlight and this and that. And what I see is that she has a very curvy figure, very curvy body she has, and thin waist, and she dances very well. I'm not sure why I'm sharing all this, but this is being told to me, so I don't know. She dances very well, and she has really nice facial features also. And she's tall and curvy body, all of that is there. So I don't know what had happened to her in the past, but presently in this energy, she is a person who has a message for everyone. So she is literally talking to all the people who are present or whosoever is listening to her. And she is saying that she doesn't know about her. In fact, her masculine is over there and he is sort of seeking her attention. He loves it when she dances. So when she is dancing, she is dancing for everyone, or she's just dancing when she feels like dancing, but he really enjoys her dancing. Okay. At the same time, I can see some dark energy also around her who is trying to block her from her masculine. And this person with dark energy thinks that the masculine is a very unimportant person. He underestimates the masculine. But the feminine is really sort of, I won't say she is in awe of him, but she is nice to him, okay? The masculine is, she's a tall woman. In fact, I've been seeing two couples who are very tall. Like the guy could be 6'3", 6'4" maybe. And the girl is also like around 5'11", 5'10", 5'11" maybe. So that thing I'm noticing. But then height has got nothing to do with this, to be honest. If any other divine feminine who could be short-heighted, but short or some other physical features there, but she has the same energy, then it will apply to her as well. So this is a very carefree divine feminine, and she is so beautiful. She's very beautiful, and when she talks to people, she can captivate other people because of her beauty and the way she shares something. And since she is in her healed energies, she seems to be like a divine being, like very, very, very nice energy. She's making everyone dance and sing around her. It could be a party, guys. It could be a party where she is sharing this message, and the message is that she doesn't know if the masculine or her love, her true love. Now this could have many meanings, to be honest, from my perception, but I want to stick to what is more apparent. So she's saying that I don't know if I have you in my destiny or not, and I don't know if I'm there for you, I'm meant for you in your destiny or not. I don't know if we are destined to be with each other or not. Okay. We don't know this. We don't know this right now because I want to live in the present moment. Okay. She is also with another feminine who is completely opposite of her, in the sense she's not dressed up that smartly like her. She's wearing a simple dress. She's also a musician, you can say, someone who plays the piano or the keyboard or some other musical instrument maybe. But that woman is also a very healed person, very happy, healed and relaxed person. So she is surrounded by good energy, and you can say she's surrounded by women who understand her, who can play the tunes with her of life, So you can say she has a lot going on for her, but the dark energy is also lurking around. And maybe she is not aware about it. Maybe she thinks the dark energy is her friend. Maybe this is the one part that needs to be healed and it's not fully healed. I think that's the reason why this energy, this entity is being shown again and again around this feminine. Not very close to the feminine, but literally like keeping a watch on her. Okay. So she's saying that I don't know what's there in the destiny. I don't live in the tomorrow. The one who has written my destiny, because my destiny is predestined. Okay. That one would know. That one would know if we are meant to be with each other, if we are meant to be together or not. She is dancing with the masculine basically. So I think the dancing that I'm being shown, that she's a good dancer, because the word she's a good dancer was shown to me, which means that she has gotten good in this dance that the twin flames do. She has gotten good with that, So she's now very comfortable with the steps. She knows, like a performer, she knows what to do, what's coming next, and where she has to keep her feet, where she has to keep her hands, all of that. So she is trying to tell all the other people who are listening to her right now that it doesn't really matter, it really doesn't matter, because what's already written in the stars, it's already done. Okay, we are here, we are just performers here, we are performing our character. Then she says that one day, she's talking about her experience, she's saying that one night I met him. She's not mentioning who, but I'm assuming that she's talking about that person only. One night in my dream, that person met me, and when he met me, he was blushing looking at me. Okay, he was very happy to see me. He was like a person who is turned into the spring season. He was like that with me. Okay, and when I looked at him, I also was very shy because of the blushing and all the happiness he was showing to me in my dream. Even I was like, oh my god, this is so cute and this and that. And then I got nervous in front of him. And she's talking about a dream, okay? I got nervous in front of him. I got shy in front of him. But he started coming closer and closer and closer to me. But my friends, I'm not going to tell you what I saw in the dream after that, or if the dream progressed after that or not. But I can tell you that when he started coming close to me, I got a bit nervous. I got a bit scared. And so I don't know if that person, if this is going to happen, if it's really happening. Did I see my future, or was I doing something else? And I don't know what dimension I was in. Okay, but this was predestined. This was written in the stars. And I'm just living in the here and the now. Now, yesterday when I was writing something and I was working on my upcoming book, now this is coming from my side only, I was writing about Kali Yuga. And suddenly this meaning of Kali Yuga popped into my mind. So we all say it's Kali Yuga, it's dark age. Kali Yuga means dark age. But actually, in Hindi, the word Kal means tomorrow. Tomorrow, for future also it's tomorrow. And the one that has gone, okay, for that tomorrow. In Hindi language, we use the same word for yesterday as well as for tomorrow. We use the same word, which is Kal. Okay, so if I have to say that yesterday I went to the market, I would say Kal main bazaar gayi thi, which means yesterday I went to the market. And if I have to say tomorrow I have to go to the market, then again I'll use the same word. Kal mujhe bazaar jana hai. Bazaar means market. Okay, so this suddenly came into my head that actually the dark age or the materialistic age or the Kal Yuga literally means the age of tomorrow. Which means all the people literally are living in tomorrow. They are not living in today. They are either living in yesterday or they are living in the tomorrow that's gonna come, the future. And no wonder that's why it's called dark age. That's why it's people are unhappy, most unhappy in the dark age, because they are living in tomorrow, they are not living in the now. So when I'm looking at this divine feminine, this beautiful girl, I feel the masculine is also like sort of funny, comical, not very serious. Both of them are like dancing like children, acting like children. They don't care, what people are going to think, and people are not even thinking anything. People are literally enjoying them. Okay. So both of them are literally entertaining the world around them. You can say that. Okay. So she's saying that I am not living in tomorrow anymore. I live in today. I live in the now. And in the here and the now, I don't care. Like even in the here and the now, he is in front of her. He is there somewhere. He's not like very close and dancing with her or singing with her or hugging or cuddling her. No, but he's just around her and they're talking to each other. In between they talk to each other. Then she goes back and she's like a dancer. She's dancing, like she's in a flow. It's a beautiful flow. You enjoy watching her. Even the masculine is enjoying watching her. I told you earlier also. So in between he stops and he looks at her and he goes like, wow, she's so beautiful. She's like a dream girl, she's so pretty. Then again she comes back to the dream, okay. Again she says, this dream that I saw, now she's saying that few days back, sometime back I saw the dream. In the dream you came to me and I was with you and I looked at you and I got nervous, blah, 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 and you came close to me. Now she's saying that this dream has become true, okay? Because handsome guy, handsome young guy, young man, you, when I look at you, I'm lost in your eyes, okay? And when I look into your eyes, in my heart there is this feeling, okay? This feeling like our viewpoint is the same, our vision is the same, our mission is the same, our hearts are the same. Oh my God, this is also like reminding me of one more message. Let me connect both of them now. It's basically a girl and a guy. They have the same names, very similar names. They have the same passion, same mission, same vision. They literally have the same habits. And you can say the one is a female version of the other. Like one is a male version of the same energy and one is the female version of the same energy. And they have known each other for a good period of time. And now they are realizing that the reason they had those arguments or silly debates or fights or negativity, like they used to argue a lot, okay? And every time they would argue, they would not talk for some time. But again, because of some reason, they would start talking again. Because they are in the same thing, they have the same mission. Mission word has been given to me. They have the same vision and mission. They are in the same group, you can say, same collective basically. So now after a long period of time, they are realizing that they are very similar and they have dropped their ego with each other. Okay. So they talk for a long time and they are very happy to talk to each other. They plan out a lot of things. They are also admitting that yes, I do have something for you. I don't know what it is, but I do have something for you. And I think it's more from the masculine side. The masculine seems to be very excited to be talking to the feminine and very exciting to be telling her that, you know what, we are so similar. Don't you think we are similar? Don't you think we have same interests? Don't you think we are literally spiritually so same? Even the spiritual practices they do are the same. Okay. So he is very happy about it. And similar energy I feel here. Okay. So, but again, in that case also, in this case also, it's the same thing that we don't know what's in the future. We don't know what's tomorrow coming away, or what happened yesterday. I don't care about that. It's gone. It's dead. What is dead and what is not even born, why should I care about it? I want to care about right now. And then she says, the same girl, the beautiful dancing girl, she says that we will meet again, okay, on a beautiful night, on a beautiful occasion, we'll meet again. And if this topic will come again, like what is the scene? This is a very funny, I'm really enjoying this energy, okay? Like, let me explain it to you, okay? What it actually means is that the DM and the DF, I won't even use the word DM and DF here. I don't want to create confusion. I will say masculine and feminine, okay? Now you go figure out if you have masculine energy or feminine energy, that's your thing, okay? So the masculine and the feminine meet once. The reason why she says again and again the word dream, because the meetings are very dreamlike, okay? And we are also living in a big dream, right? The life that we have on planet Earth is a dream. So she says that I met you once in the dream. And when I met you in the dream, I was very shy and blah, blah, blah. I've already told you. Then she says, again we met each other, okay? In reality, okay? And that dream became reality. That dream became true, okay? And just the way I felt in the dream, I felt the same when I met you in person, okay? But every time we meet, be it in the dream or be it in real, we have the same talk. Like, are we meant for each other? Are we destined to be with each other? Are we, like gonna be with each other? Like, like a couple or whatever? Don't know yet, okay? And don't care either, okay? And if again we will meet somewhere on a beautiful night like this, and again this topic will come up, okay? Again this point will be discussed, okay? Because the look in the eye of the masculine, okay, when he looks at her, is a look of, like, wow, she's here too. So maybe they are in a given situation, there are lots of people around, and he is playing an important role, okay, and she's playing an important role. Either both of them have a very, strong energy. If they are in a place, they will be the leaders, that type of energy they have. But they are the leaders in their own regard. Like, they don't need anyone, or they are doing something, God knows what they're doing. Whether that thing is successful or not, nobody knows that, okay? But they carry that air around them that, like, what, I'm like the king and I'm like the queen, that type of energy. That's why I'm finding this channeling a bit comical also. Because it's bringing that funny humor in the whole thing. And so she says that, and if we meet again, okay, when we meet again and this topic will be brought up again, she says that I will say the same thing again. She says, I'm going to say the same thing again. My beloved, but now she's calling him the beloved. So the thing is, she already has some feeling for him, okay? She already likes him, or he likes her, and they both know that they are like really amazing people, okay? It's like, when you meet someone, you know that this person is very selfless, this person is very out of the world, and you know about yourself also. And somewhere I'm going to talk about worthiness over here, which I have spoken in one of my Hindi channel. If you are a Hindi speaking audience, then you can check out a channel called Jai Jai Ram channel, where I have started the Ram Katha. In the part 2, half of part 2 you can watch, where I speak about Sita Swayamvar. I share how Sita's father decided that only the man who is worthy of Sita is going to marry Sita, and how to check that person's worthiness is by using a Pinaka bow. So Sita used to have a bow which was given to her by Shiva. It is Shiva's Pinaka bow, and since childhood Sita could easily lift that bow, clean it, keep it back, pray it, whatever. As a child also she used to do that. But that Pinaka bow in reality was very heavy. It was so heavy that it had to be kept on a huge trunk, like an open trunk, and many men, and that trunk had 8 wheels, okay, 8 wheels, and many men had to push that whole trunk in order to move it from one place to another. Imagine such a heavy Pinak bow Sita could lift so easily, being a child. So when he started doing her Swayamvar process, the father Janak, King Janak, he said that anyone who can lift this bow and put the string on it can marry my daughter. And so similarly, we need to learn from our twin flame gurus Sita and Ram, because they are the original twin flames, okay? So similarly, it's about worthiness. You, whether you're a feminine or a masculine, you need to be with a person who matches with your energy and who matches with your heart energy, your heart chakra energy. Because basically your heart chakra is in the center of all 7 chakras, okay? So below you have root chakra, sacral chakra, and then you have the solar plexus, the bottom 3 chakras. And then above you have your crown chakra, your third eye, and your throat chakra. In between you have the heart chakra. When all the connections happen properly and all your chakras are aligned, a huge heart, the heart gets opened up completely, okay? And then you are literally living in bliss. You are then a real authentic being on planet Earth whose all energy chakras are working, okay? So then you know yourself. You know yourself as much as you know others. As much as you can understand that, you know what, this is my mission. This is my vision. You know yourself less. By that time, you know yourself less. It's not a matter of praising yourself or, puffing up your ego or something. You know that you have certain requirements. You might question God also. Why am I not like other people? Why don't I live a normal family life? Or why can't I act like this or act like that? You also know, but you won't be happy doing that, because you have a different personality, you have a different skill set, you are a different person. You don't want to be like, if you were put in those places, in those, when you look at other people and you think, okay, this person is happy in 3D, that person is happy in 3D, that person is happy in 3D, okay, blah, 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 so many people are happy. But if I was to be put in their place, would I be happy in 3D? Maybe not. So I'm okay the way I am, okay? And then you meet this person who's literally looks like your masculine version. You're not sure yet. Just like she's talking about 3 different meetings. One in the past, one already happened, and one might happen, and one already she's in that zone, okay, with the person. And she is in a humorous zone, and she says, my beloved, even then, even that day, when we meet again and the same situation will happen, I'll look into your eyes, you look into my eyes. We'll have a heart connection. We'll feel something. And somebody will ask me, so what is going to happen? I would still say the same thing, that I don't know. I don't know. The one who has written my destiny or our destiny, probably that would know. So I don't care as long as I'm happy right now. So very beautiful channeling. I really enjoyed this channeling, and I hope you do the same. For your personal situation, you can connect with me after you check the description box. You can go through all the details about the personal sessions, about the reading and the therapies. And once you are sure which one you want to go for, then you can write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com, or you can book the session and then write to me, or you can book the therapy and write to me. And do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me. Okay, whether it's a therapy or it's single session, whatever it is, please do not share it with me. We will discuss it when we connect, or I'll tell you when and how we will proceed with that. Okay, so thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for doing all the inner work and all the amazing things that you're doing. One love and peace out, and see you in another one.